The USA is gearing up for the Four Nations Face-Off tournament, bringing together a roster rich in talent and experience. Before we dig into the data, here are some fun facts about Team USA, according to USA Hockey. First, the roster features 4 NHL captains and 10 alternate captains, underscoring the leadership depth within the team. Second, there's a whopping 22 players who have previously represented the United States in top international competitions, collectively earning 47 medals, including 20 golds. Third, 3 players on the roster have hoisted the Stanley Cup, bringing championship experience to the squad. And lastly, the team has 2 sets of brothers on the team. The first is Brady and Matthew Tkachuk, and the second is Jack and Quinn Hughes. These sets of brothers are sure to bring character and chemistry to the game. Since we started analyzing the teams in the tournament, we're seeing consistency at the summary level. For example, here is a recent snapshot of the summary statistics for the 4 teams involved in the tournament. For Team USA, things haven't really changed since we started this series. For example, they have a strong offense, but it's still second to Canada. They are the most physical team, but this can work both for and against them. And they have the strongest goaltender, but goaltending overall is pretty tight. We created a dashboard for Team USA using Power BI, which included 3 reports. One for offense, a second for goaltending, and a third one for production and experience. The first report shows a strong offense and a defensive line that can move the puck up the ice. Also, Team USA shows they have deep point production skills, with several players are putting up solid goals and assists. While Team USA ranks high in goaltending, you can see here that they have 1 standout goalie and 2 other goalies that rank down across the other teams. This is a short tournament, so it's not like the playoffs. But with such strong offense across the USA and Canada, it'll be an important factor. And Canada does have Stanley Cup experience in their goalies. And lastly, Team USA have a good balance of age and experience when evaluating point production. For example, here you can see a good amount of players with a range in age above the average points line. However, you also see some players who are older and towards the bottom right. Not all of these players are defense, so they're likely role players or players who bring leadership and experience to the dressing room. But when you look at the offensive strength of Canada and their equally balanced team, this will surely be a factor. So, given all of what you've seen, has anything changed for our predictions since last week? We had Canada first and the USA second. Before we answer that, let's take a quick look at the odds on the Four Nations Face-Off. Here you can see that the odds between Canada and the USA are pretty much tied. Both Canada and the USA are plus 165, compared to Sweden, who is 400, and Finland, who is 650. So, tie notwithstanding, we're still going with Canada as number 1. You can see here why, and you can see that we're ranking Finland third, mainly because we see them as the spoiler team in the tournament. It's definitely going to be a nail-biter. But the number 1 reason why we think Canada will win the tournament is because of their offense. That's it.